Hey boys and girls, welcome back to part 2 of polygons. Remember, polygons are closed figures made of line segments, like what we talked about with Miss Hamilton last night. Today we're going to be talking about the quadrilaterals, so let's go ahead and get this party started. So, like Miss Hamilton had been saying, a quadrilateral has the prefix quad on the front of it. Quad meaning 4, so it is a 4-sided polygon. There are 5 different ones we're going to have. We're going to have a square, which is 4 congruent. Remember, congruent, which you'll learn about more tomorrow, means the same. 4 same sides, 4 right angles, making the T, 2 sets of parallel lines. A rectangle is 4 right angles and 2 sets of parallel lines. So if you see, a square is also a rectangle, but a rectangle is not always a square. But that's just a little fun fact for you. A parallelogram, which is this word right here, has 2 sets of parallel lines. So if we notice, a square is also a parallelogram, and a rectangle is also a parallelogram. You'll see a lot of these kind of relate to each other. A trapezoid is 1 set of parallel lines, and a rhombus is 4 congruent sides. You will notice that a rhombus is very similar to a square because they both have 4 congruent sides. So you see they all kind of relate to each other. A rhombus can also be a parallelogram depending on it, and they are going to have a lot of things in common. To help you understand all these different quadrilaterals, because there are 5 different ones, we're going to talk about some real life examples. So our first one is, standard bathroom sign. When we're looking at this, we see that there are 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, and 4. See that they appear to be the same size, 4 congruent, and they have 4 right angles. That would have to make this one a square, because there are 4 congruent sides, 4 right angles, and it's 4-sided. It's also a rhombus because it has 4 sides that are the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are all the same size, which is the definition of a rhombus. Now we've moved on to our next one. We see that there are 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. However, this side and this side are the same size, and this top and the bottom are not the same size. So it can't be a square because they're not 4 same size. We do see that there is a right angle there, a right angle there, a right angle there, and a right angle there. So we got right angles, and we see this side. If we were to extend this side, extend it, extend it, extend it, extend it, this side and this side are parallel. And if we were to extend the top and the bottom, we'd say there's a parallel. So that makes this a rectangle. And it is also a parallelogram because it's got 2 sets of parallel sides. Moving on to this one. This is an actual building that is found in Germany. It's on a lake or some sort of body of water. I thought it was pretty cool when I was searching for real life examples. But we're looking at this 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we know it's a quadrilateral. We don't see any right angles, so it can't be a rectangle and it cannot be a square. But let's extend out the sides. So we got 1 set of parallel sides. We got a second set of parallel sides, and that means it's a parallelogram because it's got 2 sets of parallel sides. No right angles, so it can't be a square. No right angles, can't be a rectangle. It's got more than one side, or more. It's got 2 parallel sides, so it's a parallelogram. It's not a rhombus because this side is not the top and the bottom are longer than the sides. When we move on to our next one, we've got, again, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we know it's quadrilateral. This is a table, you'll see them in kindergarten rooms a lot, maybe our rooms. We don't have any like this in our room, though. When we are extending these, we see, let's go with the sides first. So the sides, those are going to intersect there so that we don't have, those aren't parallel. But with the front and the back, those are parallel. So that means that you have 1 set of parallel sides. 1 set of parallel sides means it's a trapezoid. So that's why that one is considered a trapezoid. Trapezoid can also, well, the trapezoid kind of looks like this. In this example, a trapezoid can also look like that. Because if we look here, we've got 1, 2, 1, 2. So those are parallel. However, these are not parallel. In our final example, this is a tennis net. We see here, I've outlined the one in red for you. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. They have no right angle, so it can't be a square, it can't be a rectangle. We do have parallel sides. There's one set of parallel sides. There's a second set of parallel sides, so that would mean it's a parallelogram. But the difference between this parallelogram and the other parallelogram, the building, they all sides are the same size, so that is actually a rhombus and a parallelogram, like I had said. So your tasks to bring back to school, I've got all 5 quadrilaterals written right here. I would like you to match these up with their definitions. You can do it. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just match them with the letter. Or if you want to challenge yourself and take it a little bit further, you can actually put the actual word with the actual definition. So that's your task for this evening. So I hope you have a wonderful time, and I'll see you tomorrow.